New Orleans native and Grammy-award-winning musician Harry Connick Jr. will not be watching the Super Bowl, as he explained in an open letter to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell after his hometown Saints lost Sunday's NFC Championship game to the Los Angeles Rams by virtue of a blown pass interference call. Rams cornerback Nickell Robey-Coleman committed a blatant interference penalty with a helmet-to-helmet hit on Saints receiver Tommylee Lewis inside the 5-yard line, forcing New Orleans to settle for Wil Lutz's 31-yard field goal that made it 23-20 with 1:45 left in regulation. However, no penalty was called. A flag would have given New Orleans a new set of downs and the chance to run off the remainder of the clock before a would-be game-winning field goal or touchdown. Instead, after Lutz's field goal, Rams quarterback Jared Goff had enough time to drive 45 yards for Greg Zuerlein's game-tying field goal with 15 seconds remaining in regulation. Los Angeles ultimately won in overtime. "I love the game of football so much, the NFL gives me great joy and has for many years," the 51-year-old Connick Jr. wrote. To not call the pass interference helmet-to-helmet penalties at the end of the game was one of the most disgraceful no calls I have ever seen. Scroll down for video. The officiating this year has been, for the most part, mediocre in my opinion, he continued. But for a game as important as the NFL championship, it sickens me to know that the people who are assigned to fairly officiate the game seemingly had no regard for not only a dangerous penalty, but one that would certainly have changed the outcome of the game. Until changes are made, specifically, booth review of outcome-altering no calls, you can count me out. I'm not watching the AFC Championship game and I won't be watching the Super Bowl, he added. Share this article. Share. The New England Patriots defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in overtime to win the AFC on Sunday night and earn the right to face the Rams in Super Bowl 53. According to the Washington Post, the NFL's competition committee will consider altering its instant replay review rules so that pass interference calls could potentially be overturned. Saints coach Sean Payton said after the game that the NFL head of officiating admitted to him that the referees blew the call. Payton said he and his team will never get over it. "For a call like that not to be made, man, it's just hard to swallow," the Saints coach said. "And then to get a phone call," Payton said before his voice trailed off. Payton continued, "We spoke initially, then I called to follow up. And the first thing head of officials Alberta Rivera said, when I got on the phone we messed it up." Even Robey-Coleman admitted he should have been flagged, came to the sideline, looked at the football gods and was like, "Thank you," Robey-Coleman said. "I got away with one tonight."